About some of the special stories we've prepared for you back at home. Now, poverty is one of the contributing factors to teenage pregnancies, but there are other underlying factors. Although most young mothers find it difficult to continue with their education after giving birth, there are those who have defied the odds by going back to school. Bildin Waliaula has been following up on the few mothers who are taking a second chance at life in the classrooms.
Teenage pregnancy. This is one of the social issues that could soon be an explosive bubble, that is, if it is not one already. So dire is the situation that, according to statistics, a total of over 254,000 pregnancies were reported among adolescents aged between 10 and 19 years in 2023. Kibra is one of the largest informal settlements in Kenya. It has been recording alarming numbers of teen pregnancies. Here we meet Maureen, not her real name. She is 17 years now, yet she became a mother while in Form 2. During this interview, her baby was just 3 weeks old. Hence, she had to pause her education to take care of the baby.
About shule sijai kosa. Nimekuwa tu nikienda throughout. Hata tangu nipate mimba nimekuwa tu nikienda mpaka nikafanya exam.
So how did she end up into motherhood so early?
Ni mambo tu na boyfriend.
Despite all, she still hopes to go back to school and complete her education.
Tulishaongea na mama na amekubali kukaa na mtoto sasa. Ni hiyo tu nafasi ya kurudi shule nikipata naweza rudi.
We weave through the alleys of Kibra, heading to Olympic High School. The school hosts several expectant young girls and young mothers who have been sponsored back to school. Most of these girls' experiences in motherhood has been long moments of pain amid struggle. Mary, also not her real name, has accepted her situation. She also lives with the memories of the tough COVID-19 times in 2020, together with poverty, which made her vulnerable.
Nilipata mimba in 2020 na ilikuwa kitu yenye sikuwa na expect. Nilikuwa Form 1 at that time. I was like 14 years. Nilipata ball na msetu wa mtaa, alikuwa ana react as in kama mwalimu wa kunifunza, but the guy alikuwa tu mse wa kutake to advantage yangu.
Her pregnancy strained her relationship with her mother.
Sababu hiyo boy tulikuwa tumekutana naye kama mara moja, akaniambia atanisaidia, life yangu atabadilisha. So I was happy with the guy and I thought labda atanisaidia, na vile mamangu nilikuwa so desperate na mamangu nyumbani na vile alikuwa ananifukuza.
Even with the challenges, her hope rests in going back to school.
Nilikaa nikaangalia katika familia yetu watu hawajasoma. Pili, ni mimi ambaye familia yetu ilikuwa inategemea labda niibuke kwa msomi wa kwanza katika familia yetu, sababu mamangu mimi hakusoma kwa ujumla.
She hopes to be a journalist in the future.
Niliamka kila pali nilikuwa naenda, nilikuwa nasema nisaidie, mimi natamani kuenda shule, natamani. Nikapata CFK napatiana chance ya kurudi shuleni. Wakaniambia tukikupea hii nafasi utasoma. Nikasema ndio, mkinipea nafasi nitasoma.
She's not the only mother in this school. All young mothers here juggle between manual jobs and attending classes. They need money to pay for daycare services to attend lessons. Luckily, the school has been accommodative.
We allow them, when the kids are sick, that they inform the class teacher and they take their children to the hospital. We also have a mentor here. There's a teacher on teaching practice who went through the same and is handling those students, meeting with them, mentoring them, encouraging them, and such kind of things.
At Shadrach Kimalel Mixed School, more young mothers who have defied the odds and gone back to school are trudging on, despite the enormous challenges they face. Wow. Beverly, not her name, is a Form 3 student and a mother of one. The school principal says she's one of the brightest students. So, what's her story?
It was not my wish, but I'm doing. But tunasema plans za God. Lakini bado we are humans. We make mistakes.
She says life has not been easy coming from a poverty-stricken family. Her mother is forced to fend for her daughter apart from her siblings. However, she's lucky to have a sponsorship that has enabled her to take a second chance at life.
Naamka 5:30 nijipange. Mom, siangu kwa nyumba. atapeleka mtoi daycare, so hapo namwachianga, nimepanga mtoi vitu zote za daycare, namwachia, namwambia mama kiamka utampeleka, ndo nikuje shule, tukitoka shule 5 niende home, niende pesa ya daycare kwa babake, nipeleke nichukue mtoi.
She dreams of owning and running her own eatery, and nothing can stand between her and her vision.
The setup of my mind, nisha set like it's me, my books, and my girl.
Mary Mukuhi is a community health promoter in Lainisaba Ward here in Kibra. She says high cases of early pregnancies in Kibra are caused by gender-based violence in homes, which pushes them out to look for solace and safe spaces, places where they are taken advantage of, ending up in this early pregnancy trap.
Kulikuwa na wakati kama ya COVID hivi, watoto walikaa nje sana. Alafu unapata watoto wengine changamoto wanapitia pia kwa manyumba zao. Kuna GBV, vitu zingine wakiona kwa manyumba zao inawachangia au kutoka nje kuenda kujaribu pia waone kama maybe sometimes ni chakula inakosekana pale, inaleta vita. Mtoto anaona wacha juu ni mtoto wa kike, wacha aende, mwanaume maybe anamdanganya na pesa kidogo, anapata hiyo pesa anarudisha kwa nyumba, wanapata ya kukula.
The underlying drivers of teenage pregnancy in Kenya are complex. They include family and social challenges, drug and substance abuse, sexual abuse and violence, cultural practices, peer pressure, poverty, gender inequality, and lack of employment and income opportunities. Inadequate parenting and a dysfunctional home background have been identified by experts as among the key risk factors that can lead to teenage pregnancy. Studies have shown that children who have suffered parental neglect or those who come from broken homes are more likely to become teenage parents. Further, those who are born to teenage mothers have a higher chance of giving birth before they reach 20 years. Awina Kotenyo is an advisory board member of Carolina for Kibra. The organization has been running a program to facilitate young mothers to go back to school. Awino says teenage pregnancy is leading to a vicious cycle of poverty in the society.
Unequal power relations between young girls and probably mature men. Those young girls or those young mothers, or just young girls in particular, are not in a very good position to say no whenever they are exposed to activities that can compromise on their sexuality.
As a resident of Kibra and a member of CFK, he hopes that all young mothers will have a chance to go back to school.
We also have a program called GEP, Girls Empowerment Program. This Girls Empowerment Program, it is targeting young moms who lost their opportunity to go to school as a result of teen pregnancy or early pregnancy.
At Shadrach Kimalel Mixed School, the environment has been set in a way that the young mothers comfortably fit in, and the respect and boundaries between the boys and girls is observed. The school chief principal, Beatrice Shirao, says hers is to see the young girls excel. She often follows up with them to ensure they don't regress. She says students in Kibra face a myriad of challenges and different approaches need to be employed in engaging them compared to students in other environments.
Right now, the pregnant ones are 5 who are almost due. Some are out because they are almost due. In fact, in Form 4, I have one who is almost due. In Form 3, I have one, then 2 in Form 2 who are out. Others have already delivered and they are back to school.
According to the Ministry of Education, National Guidelines on School Reentry in Early Learning and Basic Education Report 2020, education is a fundamental human right, and learners who become pregnant shall be readmitted to the same class, form or grade they were in before they left school to deliver their babies unconditionally. However, if the learner wishes to join another school, she is supposed to be supported by the school head through the sub-county director of education to gain admission into chosen school. In case a learner falls pregnant more than once, she shall be allowed re-entry into a learning institution as long as she is within the mandatory school age. Principal Shirao says most young mothers who come back to school end up performing better as they embrace the second chance they have been granted.
The students who have come in with a pregnancy or who have come to rejoin, the pregnancy happens in the community by the youth who are out there, and even some who are grown-ups. So they come in and we have the re-entry policy by the ministry.
For the principal, Beatrice Shirao says seeing all young mothers go back to pursue the education is a dream she not only cherishes but holds.
They have made the mistake, yes, but we give them another second chance so that they are able to go through their education and be able to realize their desired dreams.
For the young mothers, it is not a case of aiming high, low, or failing to hit it. Rather, the knowledge and deed of starting afresh to realize and live their dream is what matters. And their future is not too broken, not too soon. Belden Waliaula, KTN News.